Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're back with another good news and we're going to launch our supply and demand indicator today. So we've been working on this indicator for almost 2 months, and the good news is that the backtesting results of the supply and demand indicator are awesome, as you're going to see in this video. So without any further ado, let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to clear some basic concepts of what supply and demand zones are. Okay, if you have seen our recent videos, you must have an idea about them, but if not, I'm going to explain in this video as well. Okay, so first of all, we'll go through the supply and demand zones, and then I'm going to show you how the indicator draws the supply and demand zones in real time on the charts, and I'm also going to explain a strategy using which you'll be able to take pinpoint entries for your trades, which will have small stop losses but very high risk rewards. So let's get started. So here on the screen you can see that I have some drawing, and these drawings are about supply and demand zone. First of all, what is supply or demand zone? Okay, a demand zone is when there are a lot of people in the market who are willing to buy and there is not enough supply. So what it creates is it creates a demand and then the prices rise. And what supply means is when there are a lot of people who are willing to sell and there are not enough buyers. This causes the prices to drop. Okay, so these are the basic concepts. Now let's see how it works in trading. So first of all, here you can see that this one here is the rally base rally demand zone. Now all the zones, there are 4 types of zones. The first one is rally base rally demand zone. The second one you can see here is the rally based drop supply zone. The third one is drop based rally demand zone, and the fourth one is drop based drop supply zone. Now, as I just said, at demand zone there are a lot of people who are willing to buy, and at supply zone there are a lot of people who are willing to sell. So first of all, let's talk about the demand zones. Here you can see that this is a rally based rally demand zone, and in rally based rally demand zone, the first candle is a big bullish candle, as you can see here. And then the second candle is a small candle which has small body but long shadows. Then the third candle is again a very big bullish candle. So this one is rally, this one is base, and this one is again rally. This is a rally base rally demand zone. Now the zone will be drawn at the highs and the lows of this base candle. At this zone, what institutions do is they place their pending buy orders at demand zone. So for us as retail traders, it creates an opportunity to take pinpoint entries and get high risk reward trades. Okay, so as you can see here, that at this rally base rally demand zone, what market will do is after going in the bullish direction, after the formation of rally base rally demand zone, market will eventually come back in order to pick the pending orders that were placed by institution, which created the demand. And then from after picking those pending orders, what market will do is it will move in the bullish trend. Now let's talk about the supply zones. At supply zone, there are 2 types of supply zone. The first one is drop based drop, and the second one is rally based drop. So let's talk about the drop based drop supply zone. In drop based drop supply zone, the first candle is a big bearish candle, okay, which represents a big bearish move by the sellers. That means that sellers have the momentum right now. And then the second candle is a small bodied candle which has very small body but long shadows. And the third one candle, or the last candle, is again a very big bearish candle. So this is a supply zone. Now just like demand zone, the institutions place their sell orders at supply zones, and after the formation of supply zone, market goes back eventually to the supply zone in order to pick those pending order, and it creates an opportunity for the retail traders to also here take the pinpoint entries for high risk reward trades. So after the formation of supply zone, you can place a pending sell order, and when market comes back in order to pick those pending orders, after picking those orders or after fulfilling those orders, market will go in the bearish trend. Okay, so this is how supply and demand zones work. And similar to this drop based drop supply zone, the rally based drop supply zone works in similar manner, and this drop based rally demand zone works in similar manner to the rally based rally supply zone. The trading psychology behind these zones is same. Okay, the demand zones, no matter what type it is, the trading strategy behind that is same, only the market structure is different. So in both these demand zones, we will place the pending buy orders, and in both these supply zones, we will place the pending sell orders. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how the supply and demand indicator that we developed can help you identify these zones real quick, and also it will show you the results in real time. It will draw the zones in real time. So let's apply the indicator to the charts. So in order to apply the indicator, I'm going to go towards these indicators, and I'm going to go towards this indicator supply and demand indicator version 1, and let me just put in the values, and I'm gonna hit apply. So here you can see I have applied the supply and demand indicator, and let's talk about these one by one. These labels represent where the zones are. Okay, whenever the indicator detects any zone, it will draw a label on that. Okay, and here you can see the table. We're going to talk about this as well, what information this table contains. And then here you can see the indicator drawing the supply and demand zones in real time. So let's backtest this indicator. Let me just hit the replay bar, and let me go here. So here, when we see that when we replay the market, the supply and demand indicator will identify the supply and demand zones for you. So let me just hit replay, and here you can see the indicator detected a rally based drop supply zone, and it drew a label as well. And here, let me just zoom in. Let me just decrease the opacity here. So here you can see the indicator has detected a rally based drop supply zone, and as we discussed earlier, that rally based drop supply zone, the first candle is a big bullish candle, and then there are base candles, and then again the last candle is a big bearish candle. This represents that there is a supply zone created in the market. So here what institutions will do is they will place their pending sell orders, and market is gonna come back to this zone in order to pick those orders. So let's see how it goes. Okay, let me just forward play this market. So here we can see that at this point the market came back to this zone, this supply zone. Okay, so now here the market has picked the pending orders that were placed here at this supply zone, and if I forward play this, here you can see that the market picked the pending orders, and then after that it gave a very big bearish move. Market from this level, market came to this level. Okay, so this is a high risk reward trading setup. Okay, because the stop loss is very small and this profit is from this level to this level. Now let's keep playing the market in the forward direction. So if I hit on play, it's gonna move, and let me just increase the speed. So here you can see the indicator has detected another rally based drop supply zone, and this rally based drop supply zone is very similar to what you saw in the drawing, and it has drawn a label. So another thing that you have noticed is that as soon as it detected the second zone, the first zone was removed and it only kept the label on that. Okay, so what indicator does is it draws the zones in real time, and only the latest zones are drawn. Okay, but it keeps a historical reference to where the last zone was. Okay, so here you can see that the last zone, the last rally based drop zone, is still there. It is represented by this rally based drop supply zone label, and then this is the latest zone. Okay, now let's move this, or let's forward play the market, and here you can see that at this zone the market came to this level in order to pick the pending orders on very next candle, and after picking those orders, market gave a very big bearish move. Now let me just forward play this, and here you can see at this supply zone again the entry is at this level and the stop loss will be at this level. So this is again a very high risk reward trading setup. Let me just forward play the market in the forward direction. So let's forward play it, and again another zone is detected, that is our rally based drop supply zone, and at this zone as well the market the indicator is drawing the zone in real time, and after the formation of zone the market came back in order to pick the pending orders here, and after that it's going to move in the bearish direction. So let me just forward play the market. Now see how awesome this is. Okay, because the stop loss in this zone as well is very small, but the indicator is giving us a signal that we should sell here, and the risk reward is very high from this to this. So this is a very good trading setup as well. Okay, and now let's talk about the table that is being drawn here. So in this table, what indicator does is it gives us the zone high. Let me just go here just to give you an example. So here you can see that this is our rally based drop supply zone, and this is the high of this zone, and this is the low of this zone. So the indicator is giving us the values of this rally based drop supply zone. As you can see here, the high value is this. Let me just show you as well, and the low value is 1.85404, as you can see here. Okay, so the indicator is giving us the values of latest zones in real time in this table, and this last row here, it represents what trend is going on in the market, because if the daily trend is bearish, then you should be in favor of taking bearish trades, and if the daily trend is bullish, then it's good to take the long positions. Okay, so this is how the indicator works. Now let me just show you the settings of the indicator, and let me just go here. Now in the settings, you get very good features, which are you can change the candle body size. Okay, candle body size percentage. Now what it does is it allows you to draw unlimited supply zones and unlimited demand zones, because you can try any combination you want. Okay, you can put in any combination of big and small bodied candles percentages you want to, and then the indicator will give you the results in real time. It will draw the supply and demand zones by the specified percentages that you will put inside your indicator setting. Now here you can see I have put the 62 for a big body candle percentage, which means that the overall body of this candle should be greater than 62%. As you can see here, that the body of this candle is greater than 62%. And then I have also put the small body candle body percentage should be less than 25. Now here you can see that the size of this candle, the body of this candle is less than 25%. So specifying these values, by specifying these values, you can draw unlimited supply and demand zones, and also the indicator will show you the past supply and demand zones, and also draw the real-time supply and demand zones on your charts. We have also added the feature where you can customize the colors of the indicator. All the drawings and all the labels, table, and every cell is customizable. Okay, you can customize the colors of the indicator as the way you like see fit. Okay, because some people might like other colors. I would highly recommend you to use green color for demand zones and red color for supply zones. Okay, because it makes a lot of sense. Demand represents that we should go in the buy, okay, or we should buy, and then sell, the supply zone represents we should sell. Okay, so it makes a lot of sense to keep them green and red, which are default, but you can change them as well from your TradingView indicator settings. Now here we have added the option to show or hide any zone you want to. So if I go here and let me just go to settings, so here you can see that rally based drop supply zone is forming. If I go inside the indicator settings and I want to, for some reason, I want to hide this rally based drop supply zone, I don't want to see it in real time, what I can do is I can just go inside the indicator settings and click on this, uncheck this supply show rally based drop supply zone, and when I hit OK, it's gonna disappear. As you can see here, now the zone is gone because indicator has hidden that zone. You can uncheck the boxes you want to, and indicator will hide those zones for you. Okay, and in the end you get an option to show or hide the table. If for some reason you want to hide this table, you have an option. Okay, you can uncheck this box and indicator will hide this table. So here you can see that table is gone, and if we want to bring the table back, we can just go into settings and click on check this show table, and the table will show up again. So these are all the features that we have added into our supply and demand indicator, and we're constantly working on this indicator in order to add more confluences and more features, which will be very, very helpful to you. And if you're interested in getting this indicator, the links are in the description, or you can also click the link above, and then it will take you to the page where you can see how you can get this indicator in tradingview.com. I hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions about the indicator or about the supply and demand zones, please comment down below and I would love to answer them. See you guys in the next video. Thank you.